What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua says that I want Deontay Wilder. I want to be undisputed. When he ready, anybody can get it. He says that I got my belts back. It's been my dream to be undisputed. However, I do not want to look too far into the future because you can miss the goal, exactly what I did the last time around. Okay. However, I won't be fighting Deontay Wilder for the WBC because he has unfinished business with Tyson Fury. So I will be keen on my mandatories, and whoever wins out of those guys, may the best man win. And that is that. So, Anthony Joshua says he's ready for undisputed. Okay. Now, my counterpunch on Anthony Joshua. I think Anthony Joshua's always been ready for undisputed. But I believe, and I want people to understand where I'm coming from with this. I believe that's been the problem from the jump. Okay? See, I think Anthony Joshua has always wanted to be undisputed because he got those belts strategically. He went from place to place, getting things in motion to get these guys into the ring to beat these guys. Either outboxing Porter, knocking out Charles Martin, knocking out Klitschko, you name it. That's what he done. So he was 2-1-1. Okay? Now, him, speaking of Deontay Wilder, okay, he wants the WBC belt. He's ready for undisputed. But, like he said, I don't want to look too far in the future. Okay? Me counterpunching this, that's exactly what he's doing. By speaking of Deontay Wilder and saying, hey, I'm ready for undisputed. I want Deontay Wilder. I don't want to look too far in the future. That's a cliche. That's exactly what he's doing. Okay? He's looking too far into the future talking about Deontay Wilder. That's exactly what got him in the situation before. So maybe inadvertently, Anthony Joshua is doing the same thing that he did before. You know, he is subconsciously taking his eye off the ball, taking his focus off the person that's in front of him. The person that's in front of him is his mandatories. That's who he should be focused on. I think Anthony Joshua should adopt the Mayweather mentality as of talking about future fights. And this is what Mayweather did. Floyd Money Mayweather. When you ask Floyd about any other fighter, he will tell you no. He will not interview. He will not discuss. He will not talk about, conversate, entertain any other fighter besides the fighter that's on that other side of that poster. Okay? That's the only thing that he wants to discuss. He will tell you point blank, I'm worried about my opponent on this date across the ring in the blue corner. Okay? I'm not worried about whoever you're talking about at that point. That is the mentality that Anthony Joshua must have. Because that's the only way that he's going to truly be focused. Because once you started talking and speaking about another fighter, you're mentally putting yourself in that energy to want to fight that fighter. And what does that do? That automatically gives you focus or takes focus away from who you're fighting. Because nobody fights like Deontay Wilder. It would be different if he was fighting someone with a similar style. No one has a style like Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder is a styleless knockout artist, people. He doesn't have a style, but he'll knock you out. You can't really prepare for someone like, I mean, you can. Don't get me wrong. You can have a strategy, and the strategies, are put together by your team. But fighting someone that trained to box in the ring, that's the person that you need to focus on, not Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder, to me, honestly, in my counterpunch, I think he's janky. Look at Andy Ruiz, look at Anthony Joshua. Everybody that talked about fighting Deontay Wilder, and the only person that got away with it was Gypsy King because Tyson Fury had gypsy magic. Right? And that magic was almost not strong enough for him to get past that curse. It's the Deontay Wilder curse, people. You don't talk about Deontay Wilder until he's in front of you. All right? Ask Andy Ruiz, because all Andy Ruiz talking about, up until that time of fighting Joshua. Then they changed tune about fighting a couple other guys and defending the titles, yada, yada, yada. But make no mistake about it. I think Anthony Joshua wants Undisputed. I think that's a gold overall. Is he ready for Deontay Wilder? I think he's always been, but I think that's been the problem. He spent too much time. He spent too much focus on a fighter that, as of yet, will not, has not, and agreed not to get into the ring with himself, which is Anthony Joshua. So until then, he needs to focus on who he has in front of him, who his mandatories are, and that's Kuprat Pulev, and that's Alexander Usyk. And Usyk is a wild card. So, you know, that's a perfect person that you want to take your eyes off of. Or should I say that's the worst person to take your eyes off of when you're talking about overlooking an opponent. Because Usyk, he may be smaller. He may be coming from another weight class. But that guy is gifted, okay? And if you turn your back looking at Deontay Wilder, somebody that looks at this point like a damn fantasy matchup, because it hasn't happened. Money has been thrown at the guy. We know the story. If you waste time looking at that particular guy, you can take your eye off the ball and Usyk and not focus on Usyk, and Usyk will upset you like Ruiz did, probably worse, because Usyk might not be the one to knock you out. Usyk will be the one that makes you quit. Really quit this time. You know, or worse. You know, Manny Pacquiao you to Oscar De La Hoya. You know what I'm saying? Do one of those numbers on you. And you don't want that. I think he needs to focus on who's in front of him and take his mind and thoughts off of Deontay Wilder until Deontay Wilder is serious about fighting him. And he'll know it when that time comes. Anyway, that's my counterpunch on that. You guys tell me what you think about Anthony Joshua's statements. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.